Hello guys, how's everybody doing today? My name is Andre and we are back for a new video today. We're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of getting into J1 internship program in the USA. If you are in the stage right now planning for your brighter future, and if you want to excel in the hospitality industry, thinking about getting into J1 internship program, you are in the right place. I am here to help you, give you information and insights to help you in your decision making. In this video, I am going to be citing 5 pros and 9 cons. I am going to be citing more cons because those are the things that you really need to consider. Pros, don't have to worry about that because there's a lot of videos in YouTube you can watch. That's pretty basic. And this is not only for the aspiring J1s, this is also for the former J1s and for the guys that are currently in the program right now. You guys let me know what you think about the video because I know you guys can relate. And yes, without further ado, let's start the video. Pros number 1, you get a world-class experience. So if you are in the USA, you get to know their work ethics. And the work ethics here is very professional and fair. When you work here in US, they are the trendsetter for the hospitality industry. So they are very particular in this industry and they have a very high standards for the customer satisfaction. And when you work here, you get to hands-on on everything. If you work in the kitchen, you get to hands-on, and if you work in the front as a back waiter, a waiter, or a hostess, you get to hands-on. It's not like wherever you're from, like in the Philippines, it's just theories, but here you get to hands-on on everything. And another thing, you are here in the US, you can catch up on everything, the current trends, current technologies, so it gives you more ideas on everything, especially in your field, current designs, current trends in food. If you're in hospitality, you have to be updated on everything. And here you work with a very diverse community, this is a very diverse nation, United States of America. And you get to work with a lot of hardworking people all over the world, and you will learn a lot from them. And their work ethics here, when you work here, managers, you're always appreciated. They always empower you to do better. Even if you already do better, they empower you more, and they always encourage you. So that gives you a better experience, and you will be a better employee when you get home, wherever you're from. Pros number 2, you will make a lot of money. So J1 program is kind of like an employment. So you will work in the US and you will be given a social security number. So that's the first thing you need when you work, and you get all the rights, the same rights as the Americans have. You will pay hourly, overtimes are paid right, and then you get tips too, especially when you work in the front. And sometimes the tips that you make is more than the money that you make per hour. So that's really a good thing. And since you make a lot of money, maybe you can buy the things that you want, the latest dress, maybe the latest phones, iPhone 11 Pro, or maybe Samsung S20, and you can buy the shoes that you want, maybe some Yeezy or maybe some Jordan. But yes, you make a lot of money, that's for sure, guaranteed. And speaking of money, I am going to be making a separate video for how much money you make when you're in the program and how much expenses you are going to make. Pros number 3, you will get to enjoy the American culture. So yes, this is very important, I think, because technically the name of the program is a cultural exchange program. So this is the very goal of this program. So you are in the US, you have to speak in English. So even if you don't speak English very well, you will be forced to. So when you get home, you're gonna be like, oh yo my man, I'm so proud of myself because I speak English better now, which makes you a better person. And then you get to enjoy the American lifestyle and the American standards. You will get to enjoy and learn the work ethics. I think I already mentioned that one earlier in the first pro. You will also get to enjoy the liberty of this country. Freedom of who you want to be, freedom of expression. Nobody cares about you because they don't care about you. They mind their own business. So you mind your own business too. So you also get to enjoy the American foods. Ice cream, French fries, nice burgers, nice sandwiches, and good cereals in the breakfast. You also get to enjoy the way how they celebrate holidays. St. Patrick's Day. You also get to enjoy trick and treat during the Halloweens. You also get to enjoy Thanksgiving Day. Grab that big ass turkey, baby. You also get to enjoy Cinco de Mayo. Talk to the blog every day except Cinco de Mayo. You also get to enjoy Christmas and the way how they celebrate New Year's. Cheers, baby. Pop the bottle of champagne. Alright, and you also get to enjoy the American outdoors. You get to ski, you get to hike on the nice places, you know. And then, yes, that's it. American culture. Pearls number 4, you get to travel. Oh man, this is easy. I don't have to explain this. Alright, the 5th pro and the last pro that we have in this video. It helps a lot in your personal growth. So this time, this is the adulting mode. This is the time that you can be whoever you want to be. This is the time for you to shine. And this is the time that you will become more responsible. You will know more of yourself. This is the time for self-evaluation. If you don't know how to cook, you will be forced to cook. If you don't know how to do your laundry, well, you have to do your laundry because no one's gonna do it for you. And this is the time that you know how to budget your own money because you make your own money and every cent counts. So you learn how to budget and you will learn how to plan for yourself and you know how to plan for your future. And this is also the perfect time that you can be a better person. You can adapt to everything. You can adapt to a different kind of people. If you are an introvert kind of people, you can be better because you have to adapt. You have to express yourself. You have to show yourself and you have to converse with people. So yes, it makes you a better person as a whole. You know, as a whole. Ano, putol-putol ka ba? Whole. So those were the 5 pros in this video. Now let's go to the cons. Cons number 1, it is a very ambitious and expensive plan. You know, if you want to plan for your future, well, you have to plan for the best. I understand that. But in this kind of situation, you have to understand and evaluate your parents' wallet at this time because it can get really, really expensive. You know, especially when you live outside Manila because most of the agencies are in Manila or in Cebu and you have to fly from time to time. Not time to time, but at least a couple of times to process your paperwork. And it can get really stressful sometimes, especially when you get denied at those times. And then it takes too much of your time, and especially when you're still in school, in college. So there are times that you have to sacrifice your classes just to do the paperwork. So yeah, you gotta consider that. Cons number 2, you're away from home. So I don't think I have to explain this one. It's pretty understandable. You're away from home, you're away from your comfort zone, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, and you're away from your boyfriend or for your girlfriend. And in addition to this topic, you know, in the first place, you're away from home. So in the other side, it's not easy to go home. I know I know a lot of situations that I had some friends that unfortunately they're still in the US in the program and their parents passed away. So it's not really easy to go home because you have to consider your schedules and you also have to consider money, the airfare. So you have to consider. Cons number 3, you live a very high expectations. You know, from where I'm from, if they know that you are in the US, they think that you are somebody else. They think that you're making a ton of money, tons of thousands of money. I'm just here for a training, and you know, and relatives, they ask you for pasalubong, everybody, or maybe your friends, relatives, everybody in your barangay, you're gonna explode, boom. Cons number 4. You are gonna be on your own. So you are gonna be literally on your own. I talk about being alone in the pros, but now I'm gonna be talking about the negative side of that one. So you are on your own. All of the decision making is gonna be all up to you. This is the time that you are gonna be the captain of all of your own soul. You make your own mess, you fix your own mess. No one's gonna fix it for you. Calling your mom with the messenger, the Skype doesn't gonna do shit. It's not gonna help you. This is literally the time that you're gonna be on your own. You have to be strong. You get sick, because you know there are times that you get sick, you get too tired in the job. No one's gonna help you. No one's gonna make you breakfast. No one's gonna make you coffee. You are gonna make it on your own. So you really have to be strong. Con number 5. This is not for the weak-hearted people. You have to be strong emotionally when you deal with this, because you know being on your own and being away from home, that's already part of this one. This is an addition to it. So working here, especially in the hospitality industry, it can get really intense sometimes, especially the busy days. There are times that you get yelled at. There are times that you mess up everything or something that you're doing at. You feel so down, you feel so disappointed with yourself, and you get emotional. There are times that you will get to cry in a corner. That happened to me. There's a lot of time that happened to me, especially with my first days here training. And you know, there are times too that it can get really tiring and exhausting. You work doubles, lunch, dinner, breakfast and lunch. You get very tired, because I know that this is your first time that you're working like a real job, a full-time job. So maybe your body is kind of like adapting to it, so it can get really tired, and taking a day off or calling sick is not an option sometimes, because you really have to work, because it's gonna be really busy. So we are in the cons number 6 right now. Culture shock. You will be culture shocked first on the food, because American food is totally different from the Filipino food. Asian problems right now, because you know, I can't explain, but it's different, because the rice is not their staple food in the US. So you have to take note of that food. Then you will see the difference in the way of lifestyle here in US. You will see the difference. It's totally different the way how we live in the Philippines. And then we also see the difference how they celebrate gatherings, parties. You will see the difference how they celebrate Christmas, New Year's, birthdays. In the Philippines, it's totally different, because once we have a party, like a gathering in our house, everybody will come into your community, in your barangay, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors. Here, it's totally different. It's hard to explain. And then, also, you will miss how they party. Talking about Tagay. There's no Emperador and there's no Tanduay here. It's just beers. And it's different. It's really different. Alright, we are in the con number 7 right now. So in con number 6, I talk about culture shock when you get here in US. So now, number 7, another culture shock when you get home in your country, in the Philippines. Because you know, living here in 1 year, or sometimes in 18 months, 1 year and a half, it's kind of long. And sometimes you get overwhelmed and you get used to the culture and your way of living. Especially when I talk about financially, because you are earning dollars. And you know, $1 is 50 pesos, 49 or 50 pesos in the Philippines, and that's a lot of difference. Sometimes when you start earning dollars, you will get shocked when you get home to the Philippines. And the way of living too, from Filipino way of living to American way of living, and then back to Filipino way of living. So you will really be shocked. Con number 8. Your future is not 100% guaranteed. Because you know, I know that there's a lot of people, they think that when they get into the program, I know that you get advanced experience and a world-class experience, but I know a lot of people think that when they get into the program, they think that this is an insurance for their future. They think that they are somebody. They think that when they get home, they are gonna be hired for a better position or a higher position. Well, it doesn't really work like that, because you work here, this is a different system. When you go back to the Philippines, that's a totally different system too. So don't think that you are a J1, a former J1, you work in the USA and you went abroad for training. You'll still have to start from the beginning when you apply for a job in the Philippines in the restaurant. When you apply for in the restaurant, there's no guarantee you're gonna be in a higher position. You have to start from the bottom, from the start, because that's how it works. That's how it works. Stairs, you have to take step 1 before you get to step 3. 1, 2, 3. We are in the con number 9 and the last con that we have in this video, and that is getting approved is not guaranteed. It's not 100% guaranteed, especially at this time right now. The J1 approval rate from the Philippines is very, very low. I know a lot of people that got their visa for 3 tries, and that's 7,000 pesos per try. That's a lot of money. That's addition for the costs too. And you know, we have our own agencies when you apply for this program. Our agencies orients us, informs us for all the things that you need to do when you are in the embassy, because once you step into the embassy, everything's gonna be all up to you. Everything's gonna be depending on you. It's a battle for luck, so you have to do your best. Even if you do your best and you don't have the luck, you have to be ready for the situation. You have to be strong, because it's not guaranteed. Alright, so those are the 9 cons that you need to know. Thank you guys for staying with me until the end of the video. So now, we are gonna be evaluating the pros and the cons that I stated earlier. So, for me, honestly, you know, at the end of the day, if you have the money and the leverage to apply for the program, we'll go for it. This is for my friends that doesn't have the money and the leverage. I mean, you don't have the money, but you can always find ways. You can always find ways. You know, at the end of the day, we are all chasing this big ass dream, and we are all hungry for the success. At the end of the day, all those cons doesn't really mean shit. Go chase that dream, do your thing, do your best, excel, and I hope you guys find the video helpful. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share. You guys all have a good day. Thank you.